Future is so perfect, you can see the glow. When I talk about you, I don't even know what I saw on you. It's my time to lose. How to break the record, how to switch the rules. Future is so perfect, you can see the glow. When I talk about you, I don't even know what I saw on you. It's my time.
It's definitely like a weird time, and yeah, when everything goes back to normal, then it's like, especially like you were saying, like that environment. That's just I don't know if people are gonna be ready for that.
Well, good thing we graduated.
Right, you feel me though? Like, it's just like
we just observing at this point.
Like, I'm over here like,
you're like, damn.
I gotta do the rest of my school on.
Right.
Sucks to be you. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, like I don't know. Like it's definitely been weird. And like what sucks too is that I had to cut my trip short, man. I was in Vegas. I like your hat, by the way.
Thanks.
Training. That's cool.
Thank you.
But yeah, like I was in Vegas, man. I was like, yo, like it's nice out here. Like I was like, yo, I could see myself living out here. And then the second day I was there, they shut down like the entire strip. And that's where like everything is, like all the malls and like everything. So I was like,
literally,
like,
what were you doing there?
Yeah,
Exactly.
so I was
like, what other activities could you have done?
Exactly. So I was like, bruh, like, yo, I might as well just go back home. I think I stayed like another day, and then the day after that, like I booked my flight, came home, and like went to work the next day. Like I've been working since, bro. Like it's nuts. I was
dude,
like, bro, this
COVID fucked up everybody's plan.
Yeah, dog.
It fucked up everybody's plan.
Man, I will not forget when me and Randy were supposed to go to Greece,
Mm-hmm.
and when we heard about that shit, and we had to like get all that shit refunded, I was just like, oh, my heart broke, bro. Yeah. I wanted to go. I wanted to nerd out. I wanted to go to Athens, bro. I actually took Latin in high school, and it was not by choice, okay? Let me just say that right now. I don't like school like that. I don't give a fuck how y'all perceive me. I didn't want to do that shit. I just did what I had to fucking do to get it done. I didn't want to see it no more.
I did what I did to survive.
Hello? Well, my life I had to fucking fight, really. I'll just laugh. But no, like, that shit, it sucked, man. I was like, I wanted to go to the temples, I wanted to go see, like, Zeus. I don't know if he'll pop up. I just wanted to be optimistic. It's just, and it sucked, too, because he said he was going to propose to me when we went there, but...
Damn!
Yeah, it sucks so bad. I want to go.
Man, fuck COVID.
No, for real! Fuck fucking real! Dude, I was supposed to go to Chicago, like,
we were supposed to do
everything
bigger
popped
shit.
up in March. Dude, I was heated. I was telling freaking Q, I was telling Nick, I'm like, listen, until they tell me that my flight is canceled, like, I'm going. Like, I was like, I'm letting you know right now. Until they tell me, no, you can't go, I'm still gonna go. Yeah, they were like, bitch, sorry, your flight got canceled. You can't go. I was livid. I was like, ah. But, then you have those people that are still living their best lives, fucking traveling, going out and about, fucking still going to Miami when it was freaking the hottest spot in the world.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, one of my homegirls was at, like, she just got back from there. I was like, damn, like, I mean, like, yeah, it calmed down, but still, like, Miami was still that hot spot, like, for high cases, bro. Yeah, so...
Like, everybody that went to Miami came back with COVID.
All
like, every single person.
All them spring breakers, that's why they fucked up. That's where they fucked up. I feel like that's where it really spiked. Because, of course, that's where everybody's going to go for spring break. And, of course, when this shit came out, everybody was like, COVID ain't going to stop my shit. I really believe that it spread after that shit really fast after that. Man, all I'm going to say, though, is, like, I need people to stop doing this whole, it's an infringement on my right, when we're simply asking you to stay home or put on a mask. Like, oh, so you're infringing my right to live the next day. Like, your right is that you get to see the sun the next day. Your right is that you get to eat the next day. All this extra shit. No, like, that shit pissed me off. I'm just like, so this man got to die next to you because you refuse to put on a mask, is what you're telling me. Like, that's some bullshit. Man, I ain't even gonna get into how it was.
What? This is what I'm curious. What did you think about the caucasity of two things? What happened at the State House when all the Caucasians were like, fuck a face mask, open up the world? And two, what was your thoughts on Capitol Hill.
Yo, that shit.
Well,
Go ahead. Speak your
Just gonna move the shit back. Yo, we're getting ready.
Yes.
Settle
yeah,
down.
because you know.
We.
So.
Because I'm like, I need to hear.
Like we need to get into this.
All right. Well. So for me, so the first one is like with like just without masks and stuff, like, oh, like I don't want to wear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, do you remember right after like the Black Lives Matter?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that
and
shit
then,
happened right
you know,
after.
they're like, we can do it too, and like fuck face masks.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
like, I want the world to open again. Like, what were your impressions? Because it was all over Twitter for a minute.
Honestly, okay, because I haven't been on Twitter in a while. Twitter's a little too toxic for me. But yeah. So, but yeah, I don't know. It's crazy because like, okay. So what I will say is that I can understand. All right, like I don't, because I at work, like they want me to wear a mask now. I'm in my own little, like I'm in a booth, like maybe this is like a little bit bigger than this, right? And all I do, like I open the window, I talk to people, but like they're in their car. I feel like that's far enough away. So you know, for me, I'm like, all right, like I don't need to wear a mask, but I still do because I'm like, all right, y'all niggas sign my check at the end of the day, so like I can't really argue. But yeah, it's just crazy. Like, yo, it's not that hard to wear a mask, especially when it like if you're just going out to do an errand. How long is that errand gonna take you?
Valid.
30, 45 minutes. That's you telling me, and not even that long. Like that's like I'm trying to account for like driving there where you don't have to wear a mask, driving back where you don't have to wear one. Like the only time you really have to wear one is when you're outside of your vehicle and everything. Like it
outside your home.
Exactly. You know, like it doesn't have to, like you don't have to make things way more difficult than they need to be. Like, but you know, white people always gonna white people. So
exactly.
But
exactly.
So the second part with Capitol Hill, again, you know, white people doing white people shit. Just took that to a whole nother level. And so, I mean, again, like, I didn't care for it because I'm like, all right, like, that's just, you know, white people doing what they fucking do, just trying to make a point and fuck some shit up for absolutely no reason.
Exactly.
But,
they ain't hoodlums, they ain't thugs, yo.
So that's the crazy thing, too, right? I got this guy at my job, and he's a Trump supporter. Honestly, I don't like now I've gotten to the point where I really don't, like, I don't care if you know, you support Trump, all right, whatever. But, like, just don't
be disrespectful.
Exactly. So, you know, he was like, so when the Black Lives Matter, like, everything was going on, they started looting, you know, in Boston and all that. He's like, yeah, you know, all those looters and stuff, like, they're out here destroying cities and stuff like, and I'm like, first of all, we done been through the most shit more than anybody, so like, fuck whatever you saying, cause like, okay, yeah, they didn't have to go and destroy businesses, but at the same time, it's like, that got your attention.
Exactly.
Right? Because just protesting and all that, like, that wasn't, yeah, you guys would talk about it, but that's not changing anything, right? Like, it's another, or it's a step up from what we're doing. But then, when everything was going on with Capitol Hill, he was like, oh yeah, you know, well, they're protesting, that's their right. And then, you know, they started breaking in the building, and he didn't say anything on that.
Nothing.
And what he, like, one thing that he kind of, like, caught me off guard, that he said, well, it didn't catch me off guard. It was like, all right, like, nigga, I'm,
it's
like,
it.
like,
that's it. Yeah.
So he was like, oh yeah, like, you know, all my life, like, you know, I've been oppressed, like, people trying to hold me back from doing, you know, from doing what I want. And mind you, this is a 60-year-old white male.
Right.
So even if you were oppressed, what, nigga, I'm 24. I'm about to turn 24 years old, and I've been more oppressed than you, bro. Like, my whole life. But yeah, he was like, yeah, well, you know, you're kind of young. And I'm like, whoa, so because I'm younger than you, that means that I haven't been oppressed. Do you see my skin color, bro? Like,
No,
I can't do, when we leave our houses in the morning, or like when we leave our houses, I have a target on my back, bro. Like, you have way more opportunities. Like, if we both get pulled over, you can get away with pulling a gun out on a cop and telling him that's your right. But if I do that, that's my life gone, bro. Like, what? So that like really, like within me, I was like, bro, like there's nothing else I have to say to this man. Like, he comes to relieve me from my job, so like that's it. When he's coming in, I'm leaving. Like, there's nothing I have to say to you. Really? Yeah, that really got under my skin. But yeah, you know, like white people always gonna do some fucked up shit and try to justify it, but when other people do the same thing, it's a problem. Like, it just doesn't make sense. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
blah blah blah. Yeah. The amount of people that I've seen, like in all the pictures after all the people that were, you know, walking into the White House. Like, did you see that old lady that looked like she was standing in some room? She was like literally going everywhere. This little old white lady. She had glasses and she's like smiling cheek to cheek with some baggy like hoodie. And it was this meme that was like, she's a threat. She was able to easily walk into the White House. No cop stopped her. No security guard. And she's like holding like a pitchfork. And it's just like ready to go. Like, I'm here at the White House. And all of these people that were just so easily able to walk through there. It's like when you had the Black Lives Matter movements going on or the marches and stuff, you had SWAT teams just like posted up. Where was that energy? Where were they?
Yeah, and all of a sudden, like, the cops just took a while to get there.
Yeah, like, and then what kills me, it's like, there was some meme that was like, Hannah Montana, when she's there as Miley, like, you don't see her at the same place at the same time. Like, you're not going to see both of them. Why do you think there wasn't as many cops there? Because they were out there marching. And I think I sent that to Steven, and he was bawling his eyes out, and I was like, yo, it's terrible. Like, that's just 2020 was quite a year. 2021, I was like, yep, we're starting off strong.
Yeah.
Like,
oh my God. No bull. And like, so I was talking to my coworker, I was like, this probably doesn't have anything to do with it, but you know, last year in January, I don't believe we got snow at all. Yeah. We got snow this year, so I was like, all right, you know, maybe we're back on track. Like, something's like, it's going right, you know.
Yo, I thought the same thing. I'm like, we're going.
Yeah, you know, so like that's a start. Like, I hate the snow because I hate shoveling and shit, but like, we're on the right path.
Yeah,
we're on the right path.
But yeah, it's definitely like since this year started, like, you know, I've been feeling good. Like, everything has been like, I've been really like approaching things differently, like in terms of like stepping the podcast up, like moving that to a whole new level. Well, not a whole new level, but like, nigga, I upgraded my shit, bro. Yeah, like, this is my shit, bro. This is my baby. But
it's a practice.
Like, look where we are,
you know.
Exactly.
Yo, like, I really like it's crazy to think like, yo, the first episode I did of this was fucking in a library, all the way at in Stoughton, nigga. I forget which college, but it was bro. I had to take the commuter. I had my duffel bag full of all this shit. I took the commuter rail to Stoughton, bro. Like, and now I fucking like, bruh, I'm here now, like, indoor, 15 minutes from my house, bro. Like, and I drive now, nigga. Like, what? Like, bruh, come on, dog. I was nice, like,
bro. You got his car,
bruh. I'm saying, like, bruh, it's just different.
It's my shit. Right.
That's really how it is, though. And like,
be like,
yo,
me and Allie were there from the beginning.
We heard you.
Yo, but it's and that's real, dog. Like, yo, I really like it's been a journey, and like, yo, I really feel so blessed, bro. Like, it's amazing, dog. Nah, like, yo, it's been feeling so good, like, this whole year, dog. Like, not even just focusing on, you know, becoming a better person, and like, trying to set up, cause okay. How do y'all feel about kids? Like, having kids of your own?
Yo, we were just talking about this
right?
in the car. We're literally talking about this in the car on the way here.
I feel like I have to tell, like, because everybody knows, like, I'm engaged, so of course, and obviously y'all know I've been with my dude for the longest, so like, oh, kids are gonna come, like, regardless. I really do want children, like, and it has nothing to do with, I feel like that's my like destiny or goal as a woman. No. Like I don't want to leave this earth not being somebody's mother, because I want to help build something from the ground up. I don't want. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I want that to be my twin. No, like I want my child to be a better me at that. I really want that, but it would even warm my heart more, because like I just feel that love with y'all, where it's like, oh, I would love to see the love my kids have for y'all, like in that way, where it's like, oh, it's a little me loving y'all in a different way, like in generations and generations, to keep that going. I really love kids. I mean, I'm ready for it, just not now. I got too much shit to do right now.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Juju is literally like my kid. Like I call my parents like, you know, they were like the surrogate, you know, and they just gave it to me.
I feel like for Serenity, I tell my mom that, yo, all them kids, I'm like, who was there for them? Who washed their ass as I did my homework, as I did that shit? I didn't have to do that.
No, legit, like,
don't yell at my baby.
Juju's like my kid. I mean, now she's 12.
Damn.
Can we talk about yo?
She's
grown. She's almost my height. And she's turning into like, well, she's always been a freaking character, but she's literally turning into like her own human. Like, this is how she is, and I want to drop kick her all the time. Like, all the time, I want to drop kick her in the throat. But I mean, like, she has to be like the best form of like practice for when I get my own kids. And then you also need to remember, I've been working with kids since I was 13.
Right.
So it's like, you know, each kid is like its own character, but it's like it's different when it's yours. Like, that's literally like your heart in a human form, and it's like you want to raise them to be like the best that they could possibly be, just from the experiences you had and from like things that your parents could have done, but it's like you want to be able to do it for your kid. Like, it'll be like little shit. Like, my parents went above and beyond. Like, don't get me wrong, like I had a lot of experiences that I'm sure like not everybody was able to have and stuff, and my parents, you know, didn't graduate from college, but they have, both are super successful. They have their own house and they have all these things, so it's like I want to be able to do that for like my kids, or for like, you know, for the next generation to come and stuff like that. And honestly, I'm just curious to see what the hell my kid would look like. I just want to see what it would look like. I want to see who I created a thing with. Like, I just want to know. Like, if I just know that and be like, all right, I'll wait. Like, oh, okay, it's
like,
you.
I'll wait for the next one.
Literally. But I mean, oh god, kids is just scary. They're just so expensive.
They're funny because it's like when they start to grow, it's like you'd be so surprised, just like, who the fuck are you, real quick? Like, I was like, my sister, first of all, I was 17 when she was born, so in her eyes, she's always seen me as an adult, and that's the youngest. I got 5 of them. Like, I got 4 of my brothers. 2 of my brothers only know me, of course, when I was like 6 and 4, but I always try to be the boss and shit, you know. Like, and then the rest of them, Josiah, Nazir, Serenity, I was 13 or 14 when Josiah came home. It was like 15, 16 when Nazir came home, and I was 17 when the kids, like, so they've known me being the adult like the entire time, but seeing them grow, like Josiah's gonna be 10. That shit's crazy to me, and it's like, to see him grow up and how he thinks and how he perceives shit is the funniest shit. Like, first of all, I was on the phone with them.
Wait, is that the youngest brother?
No, he's like the 3rd brother. Okay, I want to go through it. So Anthony is right after me. John is after. Yep, and then there's Josiah, Nazir, and then there's Serenity.
Okay, so I'm thinking.
And Josiah's like the one after John. Like, it would say that was like the first baby that broke the gap.
There's literally 2 sets of them. If you think about it this way.
Yeah, there really is 2 sets.
Yeah, cause I'm, but like, cause I know like you said Anthony and John.
Cause we have the same dad. These 3 have the same dad. Like, they have their own dad.
Okay, cause I feel like I'm missing one of the siblings. Hold on.
Show you this place. This place was so look at it.
My goal was to smoke a blunt up in that bitch.
Yo, me and Allie were already planning.
Had a hot tub?
Yes.
Yup.
It had the nice.
And it had a hot tub.
It had an outdoor kitchen. It had a tree house.
They got a pool table.
Yup. They had a ping pong.
Let me see that shit after.
Dude, that shit was nice.
Oh my god.
Dude, and that was what, like, it was like $400 a person though. Yeah. For like the weekend.
Yeah, $500 a night. God damn. That shit, bro.
That shit looked like it was worth it.
But yeah, that's hell yeah.
That's what I was saying. But everybody was like, "Yo, Jay," and I was like, "You know what? It's not even like we're going far. Like, it's not like we're traveling to go somewhere."
I mean, valid.
So I was like, "Nah, dang, he put
Damn. Oh yeah.
Perfect.
Oh man! Oh my God, bruh.
Right. Peep the tree house.
The treehouse is important.
Tree house.
It wasn't gonna be a girls only thing.
Oh nah, that was gonna be the
Yeah,
smoking
that-
shed, bro. I don't know about y'all. That was gonna be the smoking
Y'all
shed.
Y'all gonna hot
Nah,
box
we
the
weren't-
treehouse?
I remember we were trying to be childish
Okay,
about
that
it.
was
Be
gonna be
like,
a
no
whole
boys
trap
allowed.
tree house, bro. Quit playing with me. I'm
Right.
That thing
ready.
was a little big.
Right. Like
See,
that shit
honestly-
looked so big. It had 2 bathrooms.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like,
I really
whatever.
told her I would have paid for
That's-
like. I would have paid for Steven to come with us. I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
Dude.
There's a treehouse.
But there was also another one that we could grab like during the summer, like
Okay.
just cause, and it had like an indoor pool, and it was like right by the water. Hold on, let me find it. You find it? Look,
Just want to have some luxurious shit.
look, that's inside. Look, that's inside
Whoa.
the house. Yeah. Dude, I was searching, bro. I
Yeah.
was searching, bro,
Like,
and
this
I
is gonna
saved
happen.
them. I was like, we're going here, here.
Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Right.
Yeah, now that pool is.
Right.
Oh, is that shot? That shower ain't got no doors. With the over.
No, you see it? Okay,
Nigga,
okay.
bruh.
The ass you could see.
That's like.
The
I'm
ass-
telling you, we have to stay there this
That's-
summer.
Hey, shower with no doors, man. You know some nasty shit's about to happen up there.
We have
I
to
want that
stay
to
there.
happen. I just
People
want
be
to.
like,
One
oh.
of these days.
Just coming in like, excuse me. Nah, baby, you know she was gonna. You know what she was gonna say. You know what you about to say.
Oh my
Baby, you knew you wanted to see. He said, "Baby, you knew you wanted me to see that shit. Don't lie.
Baby,
Don't
don't lie. You
Don't
know when you
lie.
came in here.
You ain't got to
Did I
lie."
show you the one that I got for my birthday? This one?
Nah.
I got that one.
Did I see
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I remember. It was something like by the water, right?
No, this one was the one with
Oh,
the.
them bunk beds.
Yeah.
With the hammock, right?
Yeah, the one with the hammock with the backyard.
It's nice.
No,
It's mad
That's
nice.
real
It's a
nice.
big backyard. You can bring some chairs and shit.
That's what I'm saying.
We gotta get
And like around my birthday, like it's nice out. Like we could be outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like around your birthday, it's like a good possibility we could at least be outside. I don't know about the beach, but like
Nah,
it's a.
not the beach.
I'm like going to no goddamn beach.
Right, I was like, nah. I was
Yo,
like,
like,
y'all
fuck the
can.
beach.
I mean, with global warming right now, we don't even know.
No, me and Akani don't do sand, bro.
Yeah, no. Exactly.
Yo,
Thank you.
I will
Me
not
and
forget.
Akani don't do
Yo,
sand.
That
I
time to
take
the
no
beach.
shame in that. I take no
I
shame
don't
in that,
either,
bro.
I understand.
I take no
understand.
shame, cause
I understand,
bruh.
because it's a bitch to get down off of that shit.
Yeah.
I remember that. For how we made it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's smooth here, dog.
Smooth.
He's a smooth.
So Ali,
Yo.
we were just talking about like being able to be outside. So what is it like? So do you guys kind of get the information like firsthand of like when people will be able to like go back outside, or like how do you guys kind of deal with COVID? Like,
I mean, so like when this first started, mind you, I was working nights in the chemistry lab, so we dealt with like I was working a week straight, and then and then like the next week they gave us off.
Mhm.
So it was like a week on, week off rotation, because we were also trying to like lower down how many people are in the office at
Right.
that too. But we were kept on track as to how COVID is doing throughout. Like we had something like on the Mass.gov thing that was printed out every time and it was posted on the wall. And it said like how many people died, how many people have it, how many people are in the hospital right now with it. And it was crazy to me because I would see every single day that the numbers were up. And it scared the shit out of me. But like how this works with the basics of immunology is like we have to get into herd immunity, and that's just not going to happen at least until the end of the year. I'm hoping by December, maybe even sooner than that, because now everyone's getting vaccinated at the hospital, and now they're moving into giving it to patients who can qualify for that. Like I have a feeling like maybe towards the end of this year we can get back on track. I can't really give like a solid.
so when you say back on track, you mean like being able to like
Just
like
not,
maskless and like outside, or like
I want to say maskless, even of course, like maybe being outside, because they're starting to move into certain phases. I feel like definitely around that time, towards the end of the year, we'll get into that herd immunity where a lot of people get vaccinated, or other people who have been quarantining and just didn't get the vaccine, just like at least quarantine for that time, so no, we're not having these outbreaks. But now that we have the vaccine, I feel like hopefully we can get somewhere on track with that, like starting now. Because the numbers have been going down, so it's a good sign.
yeah, that's good, because yeah, like I'll be talking to my coworker. I'm like, bro, like I can't do this, bro.
Oh man, who you telling?
Like, I be inside. Like, and granted, you know, I was always a homebody.
Right.
Like I didn't mind it, but now it's like.
Right.
Oh, now you're forcing me to be home.
Exactly. It's and like low key, like this is like kind of how I thought about it. I was like, dang, like, well, actually no, because that doesn't make sense. So shut up. But yeah, like exactly, like yeah. Oh, you're telling me I have to be inside now? No. I don't want to be inside now. Like I want to be out.
Be like I was inside for the first 6 months.
Exactly.
Cool. Now I'm starting to get tired.
Exactly. But I think because like for like most of 2019. Like I was always out. Like I was always at events and stuff. Like there was always events going on and shit. So most of the time I was always out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then when they're like, yeah, like we canceled all these events, I'm like, all right, you know, no problem. Like, I guess, but like, you know, you can still go out and see people, but like now it's like, bro, you can't do nothing. So it's like, yo, what am I? Damn, bro. Like there's no events to go to, like, cause I love concerts. I like listening to music, but like. The fact that, you know, I can't do it now, it's like, damn, bro.
Right.
So yeah, that's like the biggest thing for me. Like I'm just hoping, you know, we can kind of get back outside to go back to concerts and all that shit. Cause
I feel that, yo. Cause I mean, like when we had to start wearing masks, and especially when they started having like when you go to MGH, they have the dispensaries like of the mask, so you literally pull it out, and yo, when we had to do that shit, oh my god, I wanted to go crazy. I hated wearing the mask, but I knew it was something where once everyone was allowed to go back to work, like that was gonna happen. So of course, when people were like, "Oh, I don't know how I'm gonna wear a mask all 8 hours of the day," anybody who posted that shit, I just sent them a shit back. I'm like, bitch, been doing this. Get to it.
Right.
Like I don't know what to tell you. We just all gonna have to suffer through it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I feel them though, cause it's like to breathe in your own CO2 within that mask. Oh god, like cause that's the reason why people be wanting to pull that shit down and breathe, cause you need fresh air. So I get like people's whole stress about the mask and shit, but I'm just saying, if you're gonna be outside, please just do the courtesy of just wearing a mask. Just do that for the time being you're outside. That's it. That's all.
You know, that's all it is. Cause like I was saying earlier, like you know, in my booth, I don't like wearing my mask. But when I like anytime I leave, like I'll keep it on, like it's not a problem, you know. But and then there are times like where I'll come back to the booth and I still have it on, and like I don't realize it until like I like actually like go to like scratch my cheek or something. But yeah, like it's not a bad thing, you know. It's simple fix. But so we have a special guest here. You know, he just came out with a single yesterday. So big ups to him. You know, Red 13 Studios. And shout out Eva Davenport, you know, for the dope vocals on that. Bruh.
Angelic.
How's it you know, how's it feel? How you feel? Go ahead and you know, just
I'm gonna talk a little bit.
Yeah.
How y'all doing?
We fine.
Yeah, dude. I feel like the process of it was just amazing. You know, actually, it was funny because like AK like really got me connected with Eva, and I was, you know, I made the song "The Glow," which I dropped yesterday and everything, February 19th, 2021. But I made the song probably like 2 years ago, and I was like. I told AK, I was like, yo, that song deserves more justice. You feel me? And you know, I was just really in like that creative process of like, yeah, I want to make something new. I want to do something new and like express myself, and I want like a female's perspective on it and everything. So, yeah, AK like was like, yo, like that song, like AK was like, yo, that song's about to go crazy. He was like, yo, like hit up Eva, you know, see like if she wants to do it. So. Yeah, hit her up, and then, you know, we kind of just, it took a little bit to, like, actually, like, get everything, like, kind of squared away, but once we got in the studio, like, it was such a magical thing, so, yeah, thanks, like, for her for, like, even, like, doing it, you know what I'm saying, because she didn't have to do it, and, like, you know, it's just progression, and, you know, and, she's so talented and everything like that, so, yeah, shout out to her and everything like that.
Word. Yeah, again, like I was just so proud. I'm like, yo, I know that man. I know him.
We know him. That's
like,
my friend.
But nah, it was like it's dope to see like, yo, bro, we started. Oh my gosh.
Jaylen, you break this.
Y'all can't have me anymore.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah, like not even that. Like I think that's a big thing too. Like, cause like I was telling Nick the other day, I'm like, bruh, like at the end of the day, I can do a lot more for these shorties. Than they can for me.
Right.
Like, I got a podcast. I'm working on a business, baby.
A
like
business.
you feel me? Like I'm out here. I'm getting too. Like my pockets ain't hurting. Like nigga, I'm good, bro. Like what else can you offer me?
Okay.
Cause like like I said, bro. Like yo, I build my own table, nigga. Like what are you gonna bring to the table?
Be like, bitch, you're at my table.
You feel me? Cause like
you got invited to my seat. You didn't RSVP to my table.
Ain't even bring your tablecloth, none of the
Right.
silverware, not even no fixing.
All y'all niggas is the same. Okay, yeah, that's cool. I mean, realistically, I like women, so like yeah, the same niggas that have been moving the same way I'm moving, like women too. So it's like, yo, what's the problem?
See,
but at the same time, what else? Like there's a pattern there because you know if they're only approaching you for one thing, nigga, you might want to add some more things to your repertoire. You know, but like. Yo, that's really how it is, bro. Like, yo, when I tell y'all, like, yo, it's been different. 2021, it's been different.
Yeah.
Like, it's like,
love
yo,
me for me and don't love me at all.
like, you know, that's what it is, dog.
That's
like,
what it is.
stepping into my greatness, bro.
Okay.
Of like who I am, dog. Like, yo, this is like, but that's the thing too, bro. Like, I saw this post today on Instagram. It was like, don't let me read it, cause this shit, I was like, yeah, like this is it, bro.
Dude, did you see B. Simone's post of like her list or whatever of how females make this list and stuff?
I saw it. I didn't like watch it though.
Right,
I'm seeing
right.
now she's going through plagiarism.
Yeah, so apparently, I forgot who originally made the post, but you know, Shade Room and you know their squad always be coming up with receipts. So somebody ended up making. They were like, yeah, I ended up writing in this journal of all of the things that I want in a man and what I can do. To make sure, like, what I can do on my end to make sure that I get this. Like, oh, I want a man with abs. Well, bitch, you haven't gone to the gym in like 37 months. Like, you know, like stuff like that, which I feel like I've always done. Like, because for me, I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna ask for a dude with abs, and then you know, sis is rocking like a size 16. Like, I can't, like, I can't do that. Or like, I don't want, you know, a guy to be like, oh, I want a guy with his own car, but it's like, sis, you don't have your license.
Right,
you know?
right.
Like I feel like there's always that double standard because it's like, you know, it goes for us too, how it's like we're always the first ones to be like, oh, all the guys are all the same and stuff like that, and it's like girls, you know, it's the same thing as reverse. Guys always be like, oh, girls only want one thing. It's like no. You go after the same thing. Like no. That's your type. Like, don't sit here and say that it's all.
That's your type, nigga. That's your type. Like, right? Like, am I wrong?
Because I recently got into an argument with one of my guy friends because he's like, oh, all girls, you know, all of them are the same, and like, no, like, there's all of them act the same, all of them act the same. Like, no, homie, you have a type. You go after the type. You get the same results if you go after the same type.
Exactly.
Not you so, damn it.
Not all females are the same. I promise you. I just got called. One of my friends was like, yo, Jaylen, like, you don't nag. Like, like you're very independent. Like, you don't really. Like, you don't ask for attention. I'm like, oh, no, I do. But I just choose wisely of when I want to ask for my attention. Right. It's like, no, I don't want to be with you all the time. Like, I don't want to be stuck with you next to you at the same time. I still want my space. I'm not going to, you know, if you out playing with your boys, you out freaking playing video games, leave me alone. Like, that's just time, but I don't, you know, I don't have to entertain you. Sometimes when I do have to entertain you, all right, all aboard. But, like, nah. That's a dedication thing.
Yeah.
No, like, I feel like we were talking about this for like some time where it's just like the heart just hard like I'm like, what else?
Right, we were talking
like, excuse you. Oh man, but it was like along the lines where it's like you give what you get, like or you get what you give basically. And you know, like, it's just this whole thing where it's just like, oh, girls always just want to be like this, that, and the third. I'm pretty much sure y'all want to be playing mind games and this, or like, oh, you text one dude, this day and you don't answer until this day. It's just like, why is it gotta be all like that? Like and to say like all women do that, it's like, first of all, I don't know what bitches you talk to, but that's not me. I don't know her. She don't sit next to me. I don't talk to her. We're not at the same table. Like, I wouldn't even understand her if she moved like that either. It's so annoying because it's just like, whoever wants to try and do that in the relationship clearly just wants to be manipulative and control shit. And that's already a bad move on your part, even trying to do anything to go further than what is, just talking. I hate that stage. Just like, oh, we're talking.
And I've actually, because like, I really, because I remember you asked that a while ago. I think it was like sophomore year or something.
Oh man, I remember.
Yeah, you were like, what is the talking stage? And like, I'm thinking in my head, like, I can't remember. I think I had an answer, but at the same time, I'm like I just thought about that like a couple months ago. Like, bro, there is no such thing as like the talking stage, bro. It's like you cool with someone, like you know with someone, but like I don't know. There is like talking. It's
dude. Unfortunately, there's different stages. There is, and I feel like each relationship that you get in, I feel like everybody has like this certain stage. Like everyone's at certain stages, and they last like a certain amount of time for no reason. Like I've been in a talking stage for like years, like years, or I could be in a talking stage for like certain months, or there's like people that have talking stages for like 3 weeks and be like, all right, that's my girlfriend, like everybody has like certain stages of the talking stage, and that's what drives everybody nuts. Like you could be in the talking stage, or you think that you're in the talking stage, but like you're in a relationship, you just don't want a title, like I feel like that's what the biggest thing is that everybody has like these titles scare people. Like,
but see, that's my thing. Like, people are scared of the titles or try to do these situationships or that's my shorty but not really type of thing. Listen, you cannot ask for wifey shit over girlfriend prices. Not here for that. Just like how same thing for men, I even say the same shit. You can't be doing all that. Yo, I will never forget when my best friend was telling me, he's like, Allie, guess what the fuck happened? We he was chilling with her, fucking around, whatever. They're done. Like, they're going out to eat. And she immediately, before they even get there, just like, oh, but you're paying for it, right? I felt a type of way. Like, yo, who the fuck are you to be asking that? Like, bitch, you better have brought your own shit.
I wish a bitch would.
But when he responded, he said, I'm getting food. I don't know what you want.
And yo, I'm gonna keep it a stack because that same mindset. So I'm going out later. And yeah, that was my thought process. I'm like, yo, like I would be damned if a shorty was like, oh, so you're gonna pay for this? I'll pay for my food, yeah. If you don't find a way to pay, then you better get back get to the back and wash some dishes. Like, what the fuck? Like, bruh, because there is no way, like, there is no obligation for me to pay for the date. Well, no, if we're going, not even date, like, if we're just going out to get food, I'm gonna pay for my food. Especially, like, if we're dating, all right, like, boyfriend, girl, all right, like, no problem. Like, like, if you my shorty, nigga, it's not a problem. Like, if I'm cool with you, like, either if we're like in a relationship or like, we have some sort of relationship, like, and I pay, like, it's not a problem. Like, that's like, that's just what it is. But like, if I don't know you and like that's your expectation, and like, bitch, you already fucked up. Like, like this, like, I already know where your head's at. We don't even need to meet. Like,
okay,
like what?
So let's ask a question though. So say if like, say for example, me and Nick, right? Nick asks me to go on the date. Is he obligated to pay for the date?
I don't even feel like that should be an obligation. Like, I
feel
like
not obligated, but like, should he be the one to pay for the date if he is the one who asked me out on the date?
Oh.
So okay, so for me, because when I ask shorties out, yeah, like I'll pay because like I'm asking you for your time. Right. But if you say you want to go out and then we go out, nigga, I'm not paying for that. Like, like that was you. You wanted to go out, so nigga, you pay. Like, and like, what the hell?
Like,
what the fuck? Like, bro. But at the same time, it's like, yo, why? Why is there that obligation that like, I have to pay for everything? Like, cause for me, I keep saying it to myself. I need to show you, like, if you can't find okay, so I actually have the post right here. Don't lay up broke together. That's not romantic. Like what am I gonna, what am I doing? Like, if I'm paying for everything or whatever, like I'm kind of straying away from that. But like, at the same time, like what I put, as the caption is like, I need to turn on my investment because that's how I'm looking at people now. Like, yeah, you're an investment. What am I getting out of that investment, bro? Like,
not wrong.
Because like at the end of the day, bro, if I'm not getting anything, like if I'm not getting a return on an investment, like, see what y'all got, like y'all a fan, like I don't care, but like, yeah, like when I meet people, it's like, yo, okay, what can, not to say like, oh, like I just want to be able to benefit from it, but if
you want to be able to grow with people.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, we have to be able, like, there has to be some give and take. Like,
exactly.
You know, we can't just be like, I don't know. Like, you can't just be around and, you know, you're not doing nothing for me.
I mean, for me, the year 2020, you know, COVID, I feel like it was a lot of people, you know, rebirth. Or like people trying new shit, or like people, you know, wanting to better themselves, mental health, blah blah blah, because that's all you could do because you were stuck inside your house like all the time and stuff. So I feel like for me, I've learned a lot about, you know, people who I've been socializing around, people that I've been around, you know, people who are in my inner circle. And I feel like if I'm growing, or if I'm like, you know, getting out of the ditch, getting up every day, being around people that want that same energy or have that positive energy, then I feel like that's important. If you're stuck around with people who, you know, like just drag you down, or like are so depressed and like, you know, they're stuck, and that's, you're just gonna be stuck with them unless like you know, like there's certain people that are there for the short term, not the long term. There's people around you that, you know, want to see you do good, and unfortunately there's people that, you know, if they're doing bad for themselves, they're gonna drag you right down there with them.
Like I feel like me and her have been talking about this a lot, and like, who calling us?
Sorry, it's my daddy. It's my dad. It's my dad.
Like, we have been talking about this sometime, and like, I even feel like, I want to say like when we started getting closer, and I was really on just like, nah, I'm out, and y'all were just like, well, what the fuck, like, so that just means nothing to you. And not to say like we argued about it, but it was more on to the fact like, I don't feel that respect being reciprocated, and we can speak on this like relationships or friendship wise, because it's like, I feel like that's the only reason I leave. Like, I really don't ask people for shit. I may be like the clingiest person between y'all. Like, I love to hug y'all, I love to be with y'all and all that extra shit, but I love to let y'all be free, and I love to let y'all be you at that. And you are so allowed to be you. Even if I was to piss y'all off one day and y'all told me I upsetted you in some way, or, you know, even did something, I'll take that as a friend and I'll swallow it, because, you know, at the end of the day, I'm gonna remember, damn, I really hurt my friend. I should say I'm sorry because I got you feeling like that. But the simple fact that it's like, you can't get little things like that, like respect, is far from money and, you know, even giving or gifting other things. It's like, if I don't feel that respect being reciprocated, then it's like, what are we really doing? Do you even understand me as a person or what I'm asking you? Because that's the only thing I feel like people really need to go. Like, when you don't feel that friendship or what you're giving, like, you're just not getting back, that's the time for you to go. Like, you can only do so much with somebody, you can only understand so much with somebody, but it's just like, when you're just not, you know, getting what you think you should, I don't want to say it like that because I don't want to give other people the opportunity to be like,
speak your truth.
Not
say it, because
I'm trying to get my thoughts together, but just like, you know, just simple things like, I'm trying to give an example by not like doing story time, but it's just like, like, okay, so like, if you have a friend group and you feel like one friend is like the same with everybody but not with you, it's always gonna feel that way. If you feel that way and if you tried, and I tell people that if you tried, then you tried, you did what you could. But after a while, there's just got to be a time where you got to go, because in life you have to go. And that's just how I am, and how I've expressed it to, you know, a lot of my friends. Just like, I'm not a bitch, I'm not just somebody who was just, you know, oh, we had this time but fuck you. But it's like, I gotta go, and if you can't keep up with me, then I don't know what to tell you. God bless you on this side, I'm on this side. I will not call for you or send for you. Don't do that for me, because there will be a problem. But, you know, just keep it moving. I don't even with like people who like, oh, that's my enemy, this, that, and the third, it's like, that's still you putting energy into someone you know, claim not to give a fuck about. So it's like, if I don't give a fuck about you, I just don't care. Like, I don't care to bring up your name in a negative way, positive way. I ain't gonna uplift you, but I'm not gonna kick you when you down. We need to get into that mindset. Just go.
And that's another thing too. It's like we all change. Like people, we all change. We all evolve. Like us four, like we are not the same people that we were freshman year when we first met. And like people, we all at Salem State University. Like we're we are not the same. We are not one. We all grew. But then it's like you need to think the people that we started off with. They're not all the same people that we rock through with this day. Like our group that we started with, massive, and it's like we all obviously some of us still keep in touch with everybody, and we still wish the best for everybody. Course, like I would never ever wish the worst on like my worst enemy. Like go for your grind. Like I'm not gonna stop you, or I'm not gonna hate on you. Like we're all growing. People disperse. People grow apart. Like that's just part of life. And stuff. So it's like not only friendships or relationships, like they break off, but it's like sometimes it's why hold on to something that is dead. Like there's no point of trying to hold on to like dead weight. Like if it's dead, like, and if you're better off happy without it, then like that's like saying like on some like hard stuff.
Like we can't stay in the dark space for so long.
Exactly.
Like, and misery loves company, so we can't stay with her that long either.
Right. That's like a little kid that hates like broccoli or something. Like you're not gonna tell the kid to keep eating it even though he cries and is like, I'm not eating. Like you're not gonna. Even those like strict parents that are like, you're not leaving this table until you eat your broccoli. Eventually, the kid gets up. Like you're not gonna force it down the kid's throat.
Right. Man, it's not that hard. It's just not that hard. It's not that hard.
But mental health, all 2020.
Of course,
always
like
focus on
that's
you.
Definitely like that's for me. Like that's what I've been working on. Like,
100%. Yeah.
Like it's just it's amazing.
It's funny to think because sometimes, or at least for me, there's so much stuff like a year ago or 2 years ago. There's so much stuff that I just put up with, and there's so much stuff that it's like I just never said it because I'm like no, blah blah. Now I'm just like, why did I deal with that mess for so long? Like why would I put up like like are there so much stuff that I normally just would say out loud because I'm like, dude, I'm not dealing with that. Like shut up. But it's like you just don't say it at the moment.
Right.
When you think back, you're like, damn, I wish I would have just said that.
Right.
Damn, I wish I would have just said that on my line.
But what's crazy is like some people don't even ever come to that realization. Like, oh, I put up with that, and that was wrong of both me and them for for that situation. But that is a big thing. Like being able to tolerate less bullshit. Like you gotta, when something isn't right, like it's like that's kind of on you to to stand up for yourself in that moment. Like all right, like I'm not gonna, like we can't do this anymore. You know what I mean? Like there has to be a point where you realize that it's not in your best interest and like you're not getting anything from it. They're just draining you. So like just being able to realize those situations. It's been fun. It's been a good process because same thing like 2 years ago, even last year, like there was just, well, a little less last year, but like 2 years ago, like it was just a whole bunch of shit going on. And like I have one friend who like anytime like some shit's going wrong, like I know I could text her, like it's no problem. But it got to a point where I was like, all right, like I don't really want to have to use them as a crutch every single time. So a lot of it was dealing with my own shit, and it feels good now. Like like if I'm ever in a situation, all right, like take a step back and just kind of assess and like figure out what you got to do and then move on. Like that's what it is. But like it feels good. Like I can't, like honestly, I can't remember the last time I had a problem and I hit them up. Like it was just like all right, like I got a problem, nigga, deal with it, and then keep it pushing. Like so, it's been good, like this. Like I was saying, like 2021 is definitely a good year. Like there's a whole lot of shit in motion.
I really feel like 2020 was like that year, God, and I'm saying God as to whoever it is you want to believe in, or who it is you believe in. But like that was really God's time, being like, y'all need to sit the fuck down and think about what you've done on some real shit.
And think about what you want to do.
Right. And don't move until we are done. Yo, because like I felt like my world was upside down when I got to 2020, and I feel like that's how it started. It's really sucked. Like, on top of me working nights and that already fucking up my schedule, you know, it was like I couldn't even. I went through this year, like I don't think I was writing as much poetry as I did, and that really bothered me. Like I really was just like, dog, this can't be it. Like I'm really reaching to that point so soon. And I was writing since I was 12. So like that moment where I'm like, I have nothing to say, and I would write every day to try to see if I could trigger something. Like I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say. Like, and I would really come to that point, like, what the fuck, yo? Like, I have nothing to say. Like, I feel like my third eye is opening and I have nothing to say. That bothers me. Like, it really put me in a funk because that was my only source of art that I felt like I was able to express myself. And so when I had to really just step back and be like, damn, yo, like, I gotta wait for this shit to actually come to me. And literally towards the end of the year, where I started writing more and more stuff, and I actually feel like I was getting back to myself a little bit, but differently. Yeah. Like, I wasn't writing the same way. I feel like I was using words differently. Like, I really feel like a lot of things just, like, opened my eyes, but the problem is like, y'all know me, I just say whatever the fuck be on my mind. And, like, I had no filter at all. Be like, Alexandria, what? Like, no, it's not my fault that was stupid. Y'all knew that was stupid. Atkinson is the worst. I had to learn to not do that.
Allie's go-to. I said what I said, damn it.
I said what I said and I meant what I said, bitch. And I ain't saying nothing back.
She said, and what?
I know. But I had to learn, like, I had to really learn, like, just because it is the truth does not always mean it needs to be said. I've learned that, really. I really have. And I felt bad in moments because I've realized, like, even in my own relationship, I was hurting my man. And I hated that. I felt really bad because I would always say, like, that's not what I want to do, but that's what I did. And it has to be that moment where I really had to sit back, be in my own little timeout corner, and be like, listen here. We can't be doing this all the time. Like, at least not, because I'm really that type of person where it's like anybody could get it. Yeah. Like, don't disrespect me. I will really drag it to hell and fucking back. And I don't want to do that, but you made me do that. Why would you do that?
You didn't have to.
You really didn't have to, though. But man, oh God. Like, I've had to learn where it's like, listen, if I was like 6, 7, 8 years old and I still wasn't throwing hands, I'm not about to do that at 24. I'm not. Because there was a point where like, last year I was so fucking ready, yo. Like, there was this one girl who just, it was a roommate, and like, she just was not fucking getting it. All I asked was these bitches just to pick up after themselves. But they're getting upset as to the people we had over. And I only had the same 2 fucking people over. And because my dude is a guy and him having his guys over, like, they were in the basement at one point. Nobody saw them. Bro, and she was just, she like mimicked me in the conversation because I'm talking with my hands, but I'm sitting right here and she over here. Yo, the minute she mimicked me, like, my dude had to hold me back because I really was about to get the fuck up. I'm like, if she keeps talking, yo. Oh man, so I had a really
so it was that one roommate that one time when he was over there.
The what?
That one roommate.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It was the one. It was the one
exactly who she is.
It was your friend who was trying to talk to her and everything, and I'm like, dude, don't even try, please. She already looks uncomfortable. Like, it's gonna be bad on me. I ain't here for it.
You already knew. She was the whole
yes. As soon as she said, I was like, all right, like, I have no idea.
For no fucking reason. And it's one of those people where it's like, you really can't help them. Really, even when you try, you really can't help them. Yeah. Because the worst about that was, like, she kept using her anxiety as a thing. Like, I have anxiety. It's like, I really was just like, I know I'm gonna sound like a bitch when I say this, but I really don't give a fuck. I'm not paying for your therapy sessions. I'm not taking you over there to do that shit. You simply ain't checking in with me every day on some how are you, and I'm not doing that with you. Why the fuck am I gonna coddle your ass for some shit that I know damn good and well you would really cuss me the fuck out right now if I do that? I hate when people do that, and that's why I always tell everybody, like, don't give people what they're not willing to give you. And that's just as simple as that. Just, you can't ask somebody to do something you're just not willing to do. And I feel like that's just where you gotta really grow and be like, nah, we're done. And then when they're like, oh, but no, I didn't mean it like that. No, but like, I want you around. I didn't mean it like that.
But you did.
But you did it. That's why I be talking. I'm like, I really be saying, just say that. You know, just like, if you mean to say, you mean this, then why don't you just say that? Like, cause that whole like, oh, but that's just me, bro. Have you seen me?
Oh man. Damn, that was it though. That was like, you know, like, that was good, you know.
Welcome to Ali's Corner.
Oh my god, I missed that.
Ali's Angle.
I really feel like I became friends with y'all through my rants. All y'all who ever watched them shits and really watched it, not skipping through it, y'all some real fucking
No.
ones.
Ali like actually had like a whole fan base.
Yo, I really did.
Like she truly did.
Like the last one I made, bro. I saw that shit posted everywhere. Some people were really coming up to me like, "Yo, that shit you said, man, was fun." I'm like, I'm popular.
I still have some of her videos like saved on my phone. Like I would screen record, and I'm like, "Yo, she's not wrong." Like,
yo, and people really be like, "But you didn't say not one lie in that shit."
One lie.
Oh man.
And Ali's favorite would be like, "Well, if the shoe fits, then wear it." Like,
oh my god, I love that performance I did, and y'all like fell to y'all seats. I was so proud of myself that day. I was like, I'm gonna leave off on a good foot. So lit.
Yo, nah, no bull. Like, yo, thank y'all for even pulling up. Like, I really missed y'all. Like,
I mean, I'm a little scared how my voice is gonna sound on audio. But,
you know, we'll
I don't give a fuck.
you know, put a cute little auto-tune on there.
Oh man.
We're not in the studio.
Future is so perfect, you can see the glow. When I talk about you, I don't even know what I saw on you. It's my time to lose. How to break the record, how to switch the rules. Future is so perfect, you can see the glow. When I talk about you, I don't even know what I saw on you. It's my time to lose. How to break the record, how to switch the rules.
What's up, baby? Tell me how you feeling. I've been sipping, drinking, smoking, else I'm dealing. You so fine, been on my mind. We had to cut the switch. Several months and I'll be over it and back up on my shit. Come on, girls, get dressed up. It's time for a lane switch. You were so messed up. No, you broke my heart.